we go.
Well, good evening and welcome to the Oval Office. This is my new office here at my new house, and I've affectionately nicknamed it the Oval Office because, as you can see, it is in the shape of an oval. And I got my computer here, my desk, my television over here. I've got a couch over here on the other side. And once I get this room to where I want it to be, I'll definitely be shining the camera around and showing it to you and letting you see what it looks like. But it's definitely a room that I think that every DJ needs. You need a room where you can come and kick back, relax, and get your work done and watch basketball or football or whatever sport you like. And you just need a room to where you can go and concentrate on what you need to get done. You'll be seeing me do a lot of vlogs from this room, and we'll be doing a lot of things and showcasing lights and things like that. Once I get a new light, I'll definitely be doing a light test from in here, and we can look forward to a lot of fun things to come right here from this office. And I was thinking about this last night. My office is an oval office, and it's on the west wing of the house, and I've also got a south lawn out back. So anyway, I just need to paint the house white and add some columns out front, and I think it'd be a great addition. And you know, I could call it the White House then, but well, anyway, I'm just joking around about that. But what I want to talk to you about this evening is a website that I've been turned on to recently. Now, let me give you a little background on this particular website before I tell you what it is. In Panama City, Florida, there was a radio station back in the early 80s, actually throughout the whole decade of the 80s, all the way into the early 90s, that was called WPFM. It was affectionately known as the Great 108. And Panama City, Florida, as you know, is probably the spring break capital of the world. Now, you may not be familiar with Panama City, but I tell you what, you would love to check out this website when I tell you more about it. But WPFM was a radio station that everybody listened to. I mean, you'd go down to the beach, and all the cars that were cruising the coast down there, you would hear WPFM coming out of all those cars. And anytime you walked into a t-shirt shop there, it was WPFM. I mean, it was the radio station back in the 80s. Well, in the early 90s, they ended up getting into a little bit of financial trouble and got shut down by the FCC. And they came back, but they were never really the same. And WPFM is still on the air today, but they play a lot of Main Street Top 40 today. It's nothing like what it was back in the 80s. But of course, most radio stations are. Well, a couple months ago, we had a gentleman who created the WPFM tribute site. Now, I don't know his name because he just goes by the Great 108 WPFM. And he created the site, and he hasn't really had a whole lot of traffic on it. So I decided to do a video on the website and encourage you to check it out so we can get some traffic on there. But it plays a lot of 80s music. I think he's got over 800 songs in his rotation. And it also plays a lot of WPFM jingles from the 80s. And again, maybe you're not familiar with Panama City, Florida or WPFM, but you know what? I think you're definitely going to like this website if you love 80s music, because it plays 80s music 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Let me show you the website real quick. Alright, now right here is the website. This is the Great108WPFM.com, and right up here they've got the WPFM logo as it looked back in the 80s. That was what was on all the bumper stickers and what they had back on their vans back in the day. And you can see the logo there when we pull out. And while you're listening to the station, they've got all these different scenes from Panama City, or landmarks that were famous back in the 80s. Right there's a good picture of the beach. And you know, you'll see various landmarks, including the old WPFM tower. There used to be a Space Needle tower out on Panama City Beach. That's where WPFM used to broadcast from. But I'm going to go ahead and turn the music up here and let you hear just a second of it. Oh, there they are. They're playing some U2 right now. But anyway, this is a great website. You can check it out, and you know, they play a lot of songs. They got over 800 tracks on there that they play continuously, and they add in some jingles and things like that. But like I said, if you're not really familiar with Panama City or WPFM, believe me, you will like this website. Check it out, thegreat108WPFM.com. Now, I know I may get a lot of questions asking, did I ever work at WPFM? Well, no, but I did grow up in Panama City, and I have to say that WPFM was probably the radio station that inspired me to become a DJ more than anything. I loved listening to it. I loved calling them up at night, making requests, and things like that. So anyway, it's a great site. Check it out, thegreat108WPFM.com. If you love 80s music or early 90s music, you're going to love that site. Practice and enjoy.